welcome to my middle episode where I'm going to be working on this elevator. It's a multi-floor up and down elevators with a lot of observers, So if you don't want to spend a lot of observers, don't even bother with this. But what this does is, this is the first floor. Your second level, you're not going to need anything because it's the second level. Third level, you can go ahead and push your third level button. You get a little ding. And you're up here on the blue level. You want to go back down, hit this button. And you come back down to this level. This one's a little bit fishy compared to that one, but we'll get to the second type. And you want to go to the fourth floor. I think I'm flying. Oh, you go over to the fourth floor. Yeah, I made it. And then you would go up here. And you can go back down. Down's a little, you go down slower than you go up, so you might need a slightly longer delay going down. But that's all it's going to do is up and down elevators to different floors. You can go to really tall heights. Like, look at how tall I went. And I'm going to get you started on how to build it. So you start off with your 4x4 is going to be your little layout. We'll start off with the 4x4. And this is going to be your soul sand, and we'll just put that there for now so you can get a little idea. And this is going to be your box, and then you want to go ahead and build this as your downside or your upside. I guess you can build it whichever way you want. And depending on how many buttons you have is how long your wall will be. But you will need to skip the first two. So 1, 2, and you put your button here. So that's where your button would go. 1, 2, button there. But you're on the bottom floor, so you won't need a bottom. And this will be my up. And once you get to this, you're going to go ahead and come to the back. Underneath the button. So this is where the button is. So the button will exactly activate this. I'm gonna have 2. It doesn't really matter which way the bells face. And these are gonna be your buttons to go to the 3rd floor and the 4th floor. So on top of these, shift click to observers and then go up some observers. And this is gonna be your next floor. So this is where you're going to put 2 more bells. And make sure you go high enough. So I'll show you. So like this is, so go make sure your bells 1 high, so that way you can put your buttons at a good level. So you can put your buttons right there. And that's what this will be my next floor. That's it for these floors. This is all you need. And then for this next floor, this is where it gets a little bit more complicated, but still easy. You can put 2 blocks. You don't have to, but shift clicking doesn't damn work. So you're gonna need observers coming out of your two levels. And then 2 blocks, 2 redstones. And your redstones will lead into this repeater with a 3-tick delay, and then you go up 1 block, and then you can build a little 6 blocks. 2 middle blocks, you're going to put your pulse extenders, so it's going to look like this. This is your pulse extender. And let's see, let's build up your elevator. So you say your elevator's already built up. Don't forget to build up your elevator. Alright, so this is going to be my next floor. My little, just go straight up. I have the two buttons over, 2 blocks over. This is where your signs are going to go to hold the water in. That's why you have this extra spot. And to go down is going to be my left side. To go up is my right side. So soul sand is to go up. We're doing the up side. And if you're going to go up, you put it above you, because this bottom one is the one that's actually going to be making you go up. So you would come to this floor. And then behind this soul stand, 2 blocks out. So, because you're gonna have a powered sticky piston, so it needs to be right here. And this is where you put a redstone torch. And that'll be powering that. I guess it's a tight squeeze, so you have to actually move this back one. Sorry if you already built this, I'm sorry. And that way you can just put your repeater 3 ticks right into that. And that's it. This is it. This will get you up to the next floor. So this will activate the same button line. And this will get you up to floor number 3. And then since this is the button line for this one, you come up to floor number 4. Oops. Which is the start of this one. So you can leave this one alone. And this is your floor number 4. So when you push this button, it'll take you up to the next floor. And when you push this button, it'll also take you up to the next floor. But this button will also update this observer line, which then you repeat this concept right here. You just repeat it right here. Just repeat it. It's really easy. I got sticky keys. I don't know why this shit always pops up. But that's it. That's all you need. Really easy concept. And then for the downside, so I'm back for the 3rd time for me, but you know it's only the 1st time for you. And I decided to cut this video right in half. So now this will be the down part. So that was the up part, was the right side. Now we're gonna work on the down part because it's a little bit different. After tweaking it and stuff, it's actually a little bit different. So first thing is to keep the wall flush, you're gonna have to go back 1 wall. So this row observers is actually 1 back than that row observers, as you can see. Run row off, and these ones are gonna go offset as like this, which is kind of, I'll explain in a little bit. But so this is your magma block, which will be pooled. This is the same concept also, except you're gonna use 4 comparators instead of 2. See, right here is your soul stand, and it's 2 comparators because the magma blocks pull you down slower than the soul sand pushes you up, so you're getting a longer delay. So you have 4 comparators. And then I came up with this weird little design, I don't know. And to explain it better, a better example would be over here, starting on the top. Because I have more floors, so it's a little bit easier to explain. So on this one I have 3 buttons. Build these little floor in. And I have the same thing right here. So the first button will put me all the way to the 1st floor. So it's the row observers go to the floor. The second button will go all the way until right here, which will open this floor, and then it'll let me stop on this floor. And then the same concept, the third one will just open this one and it'll drop me right here. And then keep those signals separate. You're gonna have to do it like this with the 3 buttons. And this is only for the downside. The upside, really easy. You can just keep the bells. I don't know why, but it's just a lot easier. But for this side, you're gonna need to run in a little pattern. So the next one would be a repeater again. But the first one, you can go ahead and do the redstone, which will lay on top of your observer. So if you were to push this button, that means you want to go to the 1st floor. So it will activate your row observers, opening every floor, including this repeater that is opening this floor. And then the next one, so you want to go to the floor below that one, right? Same concept, except there's a bell right there. So it goes right into the bell, right into the repeater, and it'll open this floor. But this is your 2nd row observers, so it won't go all the way to the floor. It only goes right here, so it'll stop you on the 2nd floor. Hopefully that's easier to understand than the little tiny one, because it is a lot easier to say. And the build, you know, it's the same. If you can see, it's just the same little design on both sides, and just keep going up and you just copy it. I tried to make it smaller on some of them, but it just doesn't work. You're gonna have to keep some extra space. So don't mind that 8 by 8. I would just go 10 by 10 just to be safe, because I did make it a little bit bigger to make space for all the little errors. If you want your magma blocks to be open by the time you get there, you don't want to get a little chance of you getting crushed. That's why extra room. There's no errors now. It works perfectly. I tried it out. Want to go to the first floor? I don't have to hold shift. See how long that one took to open? I might get crushed. Okay, see how long it took to close. And this is the first floor because it's red. I go all the way to the 4th floor, which you can tell it's a lot faster. And orange is 4th floor. I'm on the top, so there's, say I want to go to that floor. I think that works. Yeah, I think that's just one floor below her. This will take me to this floor. So it's a multi-floor elevator, and I want to go back up. You just push that button. Go back up. Really cool though. I can't wait to add this into my base. It actually, I'm just gonna need 1,000, 2 billion observers. Everything else is easy. So I'm gonna double check to make sure observers aren't super laggy, which I don't think they are if they're just sitting here. Like, you're only gonna be pushing signals when you go up and down, so hopefully it's not too laggy. And I guess I'm done with this video. Hopefully it was understandable. We can build a bunch of different sizes. I have this nice tall one, or you can have this small one. I have no water in here, but boop. And it takes me to the roof. It works. Let me know what you think. Peace.